What is up, University? Good morning and good afternoon, wherever you're at. Tanner, Derek, Mo, how are ya? Derek, hello, so quiet. Good afternoon, Bob. See you're home, buddy. Yes, Tanner, finally got home, and so I am going to be doing a little chat today regarding molasses catchers, and I know there's been a lot of talk about different catchers going on. I've done this once before, but there's a lot I want to discuss. Also, I'm going to review some 360 tobacco that they were kind enough to send me some a couple weeks ago, and got quite a bit here, and I just wanted to just review. I think I'm going to do Hawaiian Fruits today, but I'll go over all that with you. So anyways, now that we got a few of you on here, I just want to discuss molasses catchers. Let's turn the camera around so you all can see it. First of all, I need a drink. I'm going to do a little double shot espresso. Hey, how did I do, guys? I cut my own hair today. How about that? We're all dealing with this stuff, right? So Olga helped a little bit, but I did it myself. It was really long. All right, double espresso shot. That's good. All right, so let's take a look at the molasses catchers, and let me flip the camera around here. Quite a few of them here. All right, let's start from the first row here. You got the Mat Killer. You've got the Universal Hoob. You've got the MIG screw-on molasses catcher, and then you have the Slide MIG molasses catcher. I'm sorry, I said this was the Hoob. This is not the Hoob. This is the DSH. This is the DSH. I'm sorry, DSH Universal Killer. Then we've got the let's see. Make sure I got these all right. All right. So no, I'm sorry. Let's start all over. Okay. This is the Mat Killer. This is the DSH screw-on for the heavy. Okay. Then we've got the MIG. This is the MIG screw-on for like the G36. This is the MIG slide for like the Mini-Me. This is the Hoob Universal. We've got the Blade Universal. And this is the DSH Universal. As you can see, there's nothing there, it just slides on. We've got the Amira glass. And of course, we got the juice box, if you've got a hot box. And these are some German glass molasses catchers. The first one, let's see. So they pretty much can work on any of the German ones that I've got. That's the MIG one, and that will work on the octopus if I want. So there's just different styles of molasses catchers, quite a few different ones. I actually love the glass ones. They're my favorite. Of course, glass ones, break very easily. So, that's the issue with glass, but I think the glass ones are really pretty. And this cheap Amira one, which you can buy for like $23. Yeah, it's cheap, but it does the job, and it works really well. I used that a lot before we got some of these universal killers that have come over from Russia and stuff. But so I'm gonna just turn the camera around and start showing you the different models here. All right, yeah, the king of molasses catchers. Thanks, Mo. All right, so your basic Mat Killer. There's a new model that's come out, which I do not have, but this is the one that came out a couple years ago. It screws on like this, and then as you see, you've got a couple, 2 rows there of air holes, and for cleanup, this comes off, and you can just, rinse everything out, okay? And you've got your area where the molasses syrup catches while you're smoking. So as you smoke, okay, molasses will drip. Now a lot of people say this only helps if you're using like an eggy bowl. Absolutely not. Funnel bowls drip all the time, okay, for me anyways. And I don't know how many times I've done smoking with using funnel bowls, and I've got a lot of molasses in here. So don't think just because you've got a funnel bowl you're not going to get syrup down your stem or into your base. So I mean the main purpose for these things, right, guys and gals, is because we're just trying to maintain the cleanliness of our pipes. Less water changes in between smokes. I found that by using a molasses catcher, you are going to be able to change a bowl, and you're not going to get you're not going to get as much flavor down in the stem. Where so if you change out different flavors, you're not going to have to change wash out your hookah first, okay? And you're definitely not going to have to change out the water in the base. It's not going to be brown. It's not going to change color using one of these, all right? So it's definitely there's a purpose for it, okay? And some people say there is a little bit of a restriction when you use molasses catchers. Some catchers maybe a little bit. For the most part, no. I don't really see much of a difference in the draw using a catcher. So, all right. So now let's. This is the Now I'm going to show you this one. This is the DSH for the heavy. Okay. This is a screw-on molasses catcher. Screws into the top of the tray. Again, this screws off here, coming off here. This has got one row of holes in there for the airflow. And again, this whole middle piece actually comes out in here for cleaning, as you can see. So that's how that one comes out. And the universal one is very similar too. So this one, again, for my DSH heavy. And again, catches a lot of syrup, works really, really good. One thing, the Mat Killer, I don't know, I haven't tried some of the other ones that I've got. This is a threaded killer. This will fit on a couple other pipes. I use this on my my Odom Sun pipe. It threads right on perfectly well. So you can try different pipes that use that have a threaded upstem, and if it may work. Some of these different catchers may work. So I know this works on my Sun pipe very well. All right, now here's the, let's look at the MIG. These are really expensive. These are $100. Hookahjohn.com, $99 plus, your discount, so you save a little money. But these are really, really heavy. Now the MIGs, a little bit of different type of design here, how this works. This is the threaded one, okay? So what this does, this will thread into the top of your MIG, okay? And this is a very, very deep bowl for molasses, okay? And in the top has just these open ports. So as the molasses comes down, okay, it will slide down through these holes and into the base of it. Very, very heavy, very amazing quality. Works really good on the MIGs. No restriction change at all using this on your MIG. And this is for a G36. This is the MIG slide for the MIGs that take slides. So this just actually slides into the upstem, and then your tray would slide right in the top here. Again, same design, same principle, okay, and works really, really good. Again, $99, hookahjohn.com. All right. So now this is the Hoob Molasses Catcher. 5-Star was carrying these for a while. I don't know if they have them in stock anymore. I bought this, and again, did fit all hookahs. Hey Greg, yep, that pair. Yep, we went over that one already. This the universal ones will fit pretty much all the hookahs, okay? But there are certain ones that are thread that are made specific for brands that are supposed to go to that exact hookah, but some of them may fit on others. So this hoop from Russia, okay, I got from 5-Star. Only drawback to this I found, it has a very, very wide grommet hole to put on top of your hookah, and it's a pain in the ass, actually, this one, to fit on a lot of the hookahs. I found that this one doesn't fit very well because the hole opening is very big. It works well if you get the right grommet. Again, see how this one works here. Okay, it's got a set of holes. You can see it catches some molasses syrup in there. Screws on. Good quality, very heavy. Again, the top screws off for cleaning and put back on. Pretty simple like that. Alright, so that's your hoob. Here's another Russian model. This is the blade. This one, okay, of course, is not stainless steel. But the thing about this is, as you can see, it chips. You know, just like anything else that's made with this type of material, you know, they chip. Paint comes off. But it just takes away from the beauty of it. Doesn't affect the performance at all. This one works really well too. Again, grommet hole here. This unscrews. They all have very, very similar designs. Okay, this comes off, and as you can see, this is wide open openings around the sides, not holes. Okay, and this comes off for cleaning. There you go. Easy to clean out the syrup. This one works really well too. I've had this one for about 1.5 years now, this blade. I know they're just kind of starting to hit the U.S. market, but I had gotten it from Hookah Russia a long time ago, before they were even popular. And this one does a pretty good job. Now this one is the DSH Universal that hookahjohn.com is selling right now. I love this Universal killer. It's super heavy. I mean, it's really, really heavy. Good quality. And again, this one fits really good. You just need a good sized grommet because it's got a wide opening hole. But this one works really good. Zero restriction on the use of it. So this comes off. Again, just like the DSH threaded for the heavy. Identical. I mean, they're identical inside, and the same thing, you know. So as you can see, that's not gonna. It's basically the same thing, except the Universal can fit on any hookah now. So you just put it right on your grommet, and you're good to go. All right. Hey, David, how are you? All right. Now let's get to some of the other ones here. This is the Amira, and I know the brand itself has a very, very bad reputation. But let me tell you, I've got 2 of these, and this is probably one of the best molasses catchers I've had. And, you know, I mean, honestly, it works extremely well. Glass, okay, it is a little thin. If you drop it, it will break. It is glass, and it is a thinner glass, okay? But this works extremely well. You just put water in here, just enough to go underneath. You see the tube coming up? Underneath the lip, okay, right down here, just a 1/4 inch of water in here, just to catch some molasses, okay. That's what the water in here is doing, is just catching the syrup, okay, so it doesn't get all sticky inside here. This works really good. I mean, this was my first Universal molasses catcher I've ever had, because there really wasn't anything on the market, so I bought this. Okay, it was cheap, and I wanted something to keep my pipes clean, keep the water clean. So this is what I used, right? And yeah, you know, made in China, nothing special, but this does the job. It works really, really good. So I mean, if you're looking for something, you know, not expensive, because all these other stainless ones are 50+ bucks. Okay, if you don't have that kind of money to spend right now, pick this up. 23 bucks on eBay. I even saw it. So I'm not sure. I think 5 Star may have it. I think Hookah Junkie may have it. Unbreakable. Dropped mine from top of my cabinet into my sink and it didn't break, but I wouldn't try it again. Yeah, you got lucky. I've broken one of these before. Just actually, it was sitting on my sink and it just tipped over and it didn't go far and it cracked. But you know, may have been because it was still a little warm after use. But you know, it works really good, guys. You know, if if you don't have a ton of money, this works really, really good. And I kind of like it. It fills up with smoke. It looks really cool. And because it's glass, it looks really good no matter what color hookah you use. And if you get something that's aluminum or or that's colored or glass just goes with everything. Stainless steel may not match something, and so glass is neutral, so you can use it with anything, and it looks really cool. And I like being able to see the smoke inside. Okay, this is the juice box. Okay, if you have a hot box, you can get one of these made. Works really good. As you can see, kind of ghosted out the plastic inside after use. That does not clear. Again, it's just cosmetics. Doesn't affect the use of this at all. This just screws onto your bowl port. Okay, and this comes off here. You can put your water in through here if you want. And this works really good for your hot box. If you got a hot box, it looks really cool. So that's also really, really nice. So let's talk about some of these German ones. Okay, this is for my octopus. It has an octopus in here. So it actually slides in like this, so you can see the octopus. The octopus glows in the dark. You put a little water in here, halfway up the octopus, and you're good to go. It's really neat, very fragile. This is very thin glass, but it looks badass on my octopus. I really, really like it. So, Tanner says, I have the juice box, wish it could be taken apart. I agree. If it could come apart for cleaning, it'd be really, really nice. It's definitely done something. I don't know if I did, this to the inside from trying to use cleaning. I use OxyClean in here, and that may have done something to the plastic. So as you can see, it almost looks pitted. It just left a film inside that I can't get out, and that may be from my OxyClean. I don't know. Again, you got your Meg here. So that same way, just put the water in, just under the curved lip, and you'd be good to go. And let's see, we've got again, this is also can be used for any pretty much German pipe right here. So lots of molasses catchers here, folks. Lots of molasses catchers. All right, so what we're going to talk about next, before I start that, I'm going to throw some coals on here so we don't have to wait too long, and then we're going to pack a bowl together. We're going to talk about some 360 tobacco. I know it's tobacco not discussed much out here in the forums. I know it's used a lot in lounges, and so I just wanted to discuss it. I know we saw them over at Expo, and I got to try out a few flavors there, and I was able to have 360 send me a bunch of samples, and actually enjoying it. Mo wants to know, which one do you use for the VZ Brass? Okay, for the VZ Brass, I've got a couple. I can use. Now I just got this recently, so I'll probably use this DSH. Okay, Universal. I've used the Hoob. Okay, quite a bit on that one, and I've also used the Amira. And I use the Amira the most only because, you're not taking away from the beauty of the brass. So, but, it's up to you. I mean, for aesthetics, glass looks best, but they all work really good. All right, so let's talk. This is their main line of 360. This is this one. This is how their branding looks for this. This is actually one of my favorites. This is a lemon mint. I mean, you open it up and you just smell like you've just cut a fresh lemon and added a little mint to it. There we go. See if you see the cut there. Show you some of the cut. We'll go to the counter here and I can show you the cut a little bit more. Not a super fine cut, more of a rough cut. If you want to chop yours up a little bit, you can do that. Otherwise, it really doesn't bother me much. Let's see. And these are the Cosmic series, based on your sign. So black snow mint. Okay, this is Cancer, so this is my sign right here. Then we got Hawaiian Fruits here, and I don't know what all the this one is Virgo. Okay, and this is Hawaiian Fruits. This is badass. This one, it smells so amazing. And this is, I think, the one we're going to do today is the Hawaiian Fruits. Love, love, love Hawaiian Fruits. And then we got Deli Dragon Aries. And if you like pan, I'm not a very big pan guy. So, you know, I smoked it. I mean, it smoked really well. I'm just not big on pan flavors. So if you like pan, you know, this one would be something you may want to try. So let's go over here and let's take a look at some of the cuts here. Let's going to bring these two just so you can see the difference, and then we'll fire things up. All right, guys, gals, let's pull this camera up here. Excuse me while we walk together. Oh, anyway, we're going to smoke also. I'm going to use this Kolos bowl. Okay, and I'm going to use that with the Lotus, the black Lotus that I got. So let me set this up here so y'all can see me. All right, is the lighting okay? Hopefully the lighting's okay, guys. All right, so this is the bowl we're going to pack. Okay, funnel bowl, Kolos, and I'm going to try and show you the cut on this as best as I can. All right, so today we're going to smoke Hawaiian Fruits. Really, really good tobacco. If you like the tropical type fruits, this one is amazing. You have to try this. Again, like I said, I know a lot of people see these at lounges, but it's a great tobacco, great everyday tobacco. To smoke. I have not had a problem ever smoking this. The only thing is, I'm not a big super fan of the cut. The cut is a little big, a little large, but it's okay. It doesn't bother me. You can cut it down with a scissor. You just grab a scissor in here and just chop it up. Now let me see if I can get a good view of this for you. Let me show you. Flip the camera around. See if we can get some better light here. Okay, so there's the cut. Okay, so let's see if we can show you here. Kind of a larger cut, as you can see, right? So, I mean, if you want to chop it up with your scissors, I mean, I just go in here and I go like this, and I just start going like that. Super easy, right? No big deal. It doesn't hurt anything. You're making it the size that you want, and it packs a little bit easier. But otherwise, I'm not finding like a bunch of stems or anything in it. Just a larger cut. I mean, Alfacar's new line there has a little bit larger cut too, as we all know, but it smokes amazing. Love Alfacar and their cut, but is a little bit bigger. It's no big deal. If you want to chop it up, go for it. You want to put it on your table and chop it up with a razor blade, whatever works for you. I do it like this. See that? Pretty easy. Chopping it up with a scissor, and you're good to go. I have noticed, though, if you buy the 50-gram packs, you'll find that that the 50-gram packs seem to be cut a little bit finer. So, I don't know why that is, but that's what we got. All right, so now this is the regular line here, and show you here. Let's pull some of this out so you can see the cut here on this one. If you can see. Couple stems, nothing spectacular, nothing hard, but there's some in there. But again, it's got. I like the consistency of the molasses. It's not over juicy and it's not under juicy. I mean, it's got just enough molasses in there to, to the way I like it. I don't like it when it's too syrupy. And I mean, there are a couple brands that I use that when you're done, it's like your Molasses Catchers is filled with syrup and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's just so much juice in there, and I don't like that. This one is just the right amount. Like I said, it's very similar to Alfacar as far as cut and molasses is put in there. So, it looks really good and it smokes really good. All right, so let's pack a bowl right now. Amr, how are you? Good. I'm doing good. Alex, how are you, brother? All right, so I'm gonna put this on. This lemon mint, though, if you're like lemon, this lemon mint is probably the best I've ever had. All right, so now let's go with the Hawaiian Fruits. See, I'm gonna flip these coals real quick here while we're doing this. How's everybody's day going? Keeping busy, I hope. It's so good to be home, man. I tell you, being on the road for 10 days, thank God it wasn't 15. Being home, it's been really, really good to be home. Last night was an amazing night home with the family. Nice to have a home-cooked meal, too. All right, so got a fork. Just gonna take it. Okay, I'm gonna put it in. Gonna fluff pack this. And then we're going to use a cloud lotus, and we're only going to use, I'm going to use 3 Hukajan titanium cubes. That's it. And we'll go from there. All right. Like I said, just a fluff pack. And I'm going to try and underpack it just a little bit because, you know, we're going to use the cloud. And, that lotus, you know, I don't want too much sticking to the bottom, so I don't want to go too much of a pack here. If I was going to foil it up, I'd go to the top of the rim. I'm going to go slightly under the rim. All right. Smells so good, guys. Yeah, if you're a tropical fruit flavor fan, you gotta try Hawaiian Fruits. It's awesome. Every time I light this bowl up, my son comes running in from his bedroom. He's like, "What are you smoking? It smells so good." It's like, it's Hawaiian Fruits. All right. I don't know if you can see, just underneath the lip there. So just a slight underpack, fluff pack, and we're ready to go. Clean up my mess here, because I always make a mess. All right. I always like to clean as I go. I'm not a messy guy. I just don't like mess. I guess that's, you know, from being a pilot, you're organized. You have to be organized when you fly a plane. So I guess it just makes me who I am as far as being clean and organized. When I cook food, as you all know, I love to cook. And when I cook, man, I clean as I go because I don't like a mess. I'm just not that type of guy. I'm not a messy guy. I think that's why my wife loves me so much, because she's definitely way better looking than me. And she picked me, so there must be a reason. So, all right, let's go grab a molasses catcher and let's get this going too. So we're going to use the molasses catcher. And does Olga smoke? She is a very, very limited smoker. I mean, she'll smoke a little bit with me, but not much. She's my coal girl, I guess, and she helps me pack bowls. But she's not a big smoker. She does a little bit, but it's not for her. I mean, she's Russian. She doesn't drink, and she doesn't smoke. So kind of odd, but it is what it is. All right. Let's see. I think I'm going to use the DSH Universal because, you know, John is selling these right now, and they're available. So why not show you how this one works, because this is what's on the market right now, selling pretty good. And I know there's a lot of talk for this one. Tanner wants to know which is my favorite molasses catcher. Okay, right now, as far as stainless steel universal, it's definitely going to be the DSH. And then if I'm going to go to glass, definitely going to be the Amira. My glass ones from my German hookahs, they're all my favorites, depending on what German hookah I'm using. So the Mac Killer, love the Mac Killer on my Mac Pair. It works really good, and it works great on my Sun Pipe, so that's really, really good. So let's turn the camera around here. I want to show you how this goes on. All right, pretty simple, as you see. All right, put it on here. That's it, okay? And let's see, I got a grommet here. I'll put this up here for my bowl. Put this on here. And that is it. All right, so we're gonna put this on the cloud. And now we just go get our coals. How about that? All right, so let's go check on our coals right now. What do you think? I think we're ready. All right, let's smoke some Hawaiian Fruits. Okay. Turn the camera around here in a second. All right, give it a couple minutes here to get started. In the meantime, I want to put away some of these molasses catchers so I don't knock them over and crack them, because I don't want to do that. I'd be really sad if I broke these. I do have an extra. I have a couple extra molasses catchers in here. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of dark. I've got another matte pair. I've got the Hoob. I've got let's see, another Amira. I've got another one of these octopuses back there. So yeah, I've got extras, you know, in case things break. You know, life happens. You know, so you know, you have extras of everything. So because the stuff that I got from Germany, I always buy, when I buy stuff from overseas. If it's something I really like a molasses catcher, I usually buy two, because it's hard to get stuff, and you're not going to be able to ship just one molasses catcher overseas to you, you know, if you need it. So, you know, I usually buy two, things like that, you know, because I'm not going to pay anything extra to have it shipped, because I'm already, you know, paying for the main bulk of shipping for the hookah or whatever I'm buying. So I just go ahead and buy a little extra. So that's a little tip. If you're buying stuff from overseas, like from Russia or whatever, and you're getting things like a molasses catcher or something, go ahead and put a little extra money out and buy an extra one, because it's not going to cost you anything more to ship it, and you'll have an extra one if it breaks. Because if you only buy one and it breaks, a glass catcher, let's say, and you really like it, it's going to cost you more to ship a new one than the cost of the catcher itself. So it's just not worth it, you know. So, all right, let's see. Take a drag on here, move that out of the way, turn this around. I'll clean up the rest of this crap later. Oh, this Hawaiian Fruits is really good. I get some pineapple in there. Gosh, there's so many tropical flavors I can't even think of, but there's just, it's definitely a tropical mix, and I just love it. Really good. And for the price of 360 tobacco, it's well worth it. It's a good quality tobacco, not a very high price, and smokes really well. You have nice clouds with it. Let's see. I was born Russian. To what part is she from? My wife, she's from Kyrgyzstan. She's Russian from Kyrgyzstan. So Bishkek is where she grew up. Hey Travis, how are you? We're talking 360 tobacco and molasses catchers. I'm talking about the Cosmic series. I'm smoking Hawaiian Fruits right now. I left that on the counter. This is Black Snow, which is my sign of Cancer. They're done by your sign. And we're talking about this brand and talking about all the different universal and fitted molasses catchers today. And a lot of people have been talking about molasses catchers. Again, the main reason for molasses catchers, why we all use them, is one, to keep your base clean in between smokes. You don't have to clear the water every time you're done. You change the bowl out, and two, it also keeps the syrup out of the pipe quite a bit, and that just makes your cleanup that much quicker. I mean, you're still going to get something in not molasses. You're still going to get a flavor in your pipe that you need to wash out, but you're not going to get that syrupy stuff that goes down your up stem and your down stem, and have to sit there and run hot water or use a brush to get it out. It just makes life easy. And as you can see, I've got like no restriction right now. I'm smoking the Pharaoh one, which is a beautiful pipe. Let's take a look at this setup right here. I got my BMW hose custom made from Derek Moses and Moses Hoses. I love this hose. But anyways, as you can see, works really good. It's still a wide open draw if you like that with the Pharaoh, which is a really great draw, and doesn't affect anything. So love it. One thing to make sure, when you're using a molasses catcher, make sure you put the molasses catcher on your grommet really good, because as they heat up, they tend to almost pop off. If you don't have it in there good, it can come off, and your bowl's going to go flying off and you're going to break. And that's something I've done, so learn from my mistakes. Anybody got any questions? All right. Well, listen, thanks for joining Smoking with Bob. We appreciate you coming out here. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll do another live soon. Take care. Let's see. Mo, I appreciate your time to update us on for what the best. Sure, Mo. Absolutely. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. I figure we're all sitting around, and it's good to just talk about things, that we love. Tanner, I love you more, brother. I hope you're doing well. You're a little beautiful baby, and I love everybody here at university. You guys are definitely my family. And so what do you think of my haircut? I cut my own hair today, guys. I used clippers. Had to have Olga help me in the back a little bit. I made a little mistake over here. I cut a little bit too short, but it's okay. I cut my own hair. You got to do what you got to do in these times, right? So it was getting really long, and you got to do what you got to do. But anyways, well, again, love you all. Y'all stay safe out there. Thanks, Tanner. I appreciate that so much. And let's all get on hangs or something later today. Nothing else to do, right? So, all right. Love you all. Take care. Peace out. And we'll talk to you all soon. Bye now.